Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. William Moody, Paul Bearer's sons were at last night's Raw, live in Indianapolis. It's Michael and Daniel. After Monday's Raw went off the air in Indianapolis, The Undertaker and Kane left the ring, raised their arms when they got to the stage part up on top, in memory of Paul Bearer. John Cena teamed with Ryback to face the Shield in a dark match main event. Cena and Ryback got the victory via disqualification, though, which after Reigns hit Ryback with a chair. And I think that goes on every time they have a dark match somewhere anymore. Following the match, though, Shield went for a triple power bomb, but Cena pulled Reigns out and hit the attitude adjustment on Rollins, while Ryback hit Ambrose with a shell shock. And Cena and Ryback shook hands to end the show, and they lived happily ever after. Like at a recent live event, Ricardo Rodriguez appeared on the big screen at Raw and challenged fans to see if they could say Alberto Del Rio's name longer than he could when Alberto makes his entrance. Fans in attendance last night in Raw in Indianapolis noted that Drew McIntyre had to be helped to the back by WWE officials after the ring segment ended with Ryback and Henry. It looked like McIntyre was legitimately injured. In fact, I looked at him when he was on the ground, and he got up. Did I say Ryback? I'm talking about McIntyre. Looked like he was but he got up either holding his rib or, I don't know, he could have a cracked rib, bruised rib. Could have been just a hard hit. But he did get up, and one of the guys, I forgot who it was, went over to him and asked him if you're all right. WWE released a new John Cena t-shirt on their shop website. The shirt is the gold edition of his 10-year anniversary. Cena wore it during the dark main event in last night's Raw in Indy. And Michael Cole noted on Twitter the other day that JBL did reach the top of Mount Death this weekend, but he was mistaken. No, not JBL, but Cole. JBL noted on his Twitter that he didn't make it to the summit because of bad storms. JBL added that there were 2 deaths on the top of the mountain, and they got turned away at 20,000 feet, which I'm not sure how tall the place was, but must be taller than 20,000, huh? And JBL posted a Twitter of himself, and he didn't look too good. Didn't look good at all. Jericho tweeted the following about his highlight reel segment, which was kind of much of nothing. He says, "Ha ha, I've never been in a segment that had split opinions so decisively between awesome and awful. I'll go with fun." Evan Bourne was asked by a fan on Twitter how his physical therapy has been going. He says, "There's ice on my foot right now from a hard day training. Going to go see the doc Thursday. I'm optimistic." I thought it was Evan Bourne, but he changed his name apparently. WWE recently, in a new "No Grave Can Hold My Soul" t-shirt, is out for The Undertaker. Paul Heyman spoke with Matt Striker in a WWE app exclusive video last night, and Heyman stressed that Triple H has to be insane to fight Brock Lesnar under his own stipulations. Heyman said the game is on and Triple H has been outplayed. Don't know what it is yet until next week. Layla spoke to Matt Striker on the WWE app during last night's show, and it was noted that Layla is currently the longest tenured diva on the roster, which, man, I don't think she's been there that long, but anyway, Layla said Bella Twins returning will make things more competitive, but they should keep their eyes open. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open. Hey, a fan on Twitter asked former WWE talent Karma if we will get to hear her cackling laugh once again now that the Bella Twins have returned to WWE. Karma replied with a perhaps. Hey, 4 more feuds have been released on the Top 25 Rivalries DVD that's coming out late in May. Here's 4 more feuds. Anyways, Undertaker taking on Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair taking on Dusty Rhodes, it looks like Randy Savage taking on Hulk Hogan, and Vince McMahon taking on Steve Austin. They also revealed these clips. Michaels is a tribute to The Undertaker from SmackDown in 2009. Austin taking on Vince and Shane McMahon in a ladder match, and there's another one, King of the Ring, 1999. Former WWE developmental diva Shaw Marie Guerrero is featured Ink Girl for Ink magazine. She listed her profession as a dancer or choreographer, but doesn't mention a thing about the wrestling and her past wrestling in her bio. She also noted that she recently went into recovery from anorexia, bulimia, and has obtained from a bad eating habits, has abstained from bad eating habits of the past. So she's all right now. And the Bella Twins return to WWE goes back 6 to 7 weeks when officials decided they want more women on television and wanted to beef up the Diva division. At first, the plan was to call up some of the Divas from NXT, but the idea was kind of nixed. And the other officials decided to bring back some of the divas who had left the company recently. Don't want to get too ring rust on them, which is all right with me. I don't mind a eye candy. Vince McMahon has been a fan of Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter's storyline, but no word yet at Raw last night was that there was a lot of concern about the angle and its future. Anyway, the program was originally designed to be a long-term feud to help Del Rio get a babyface, but those plans are kind of changing. And there's a feeling that the angle is not getting over on the WWE TV, but Zeb and Swagger are getting heat at live events, so it's kind of working there, I guess. All right, top matches being advertised for the WWE European Tour after WrestleMania 29 is kind of the way things are going to be going after WrestleMania. Is a match between CM Punk and John Cena and Kane and Bryant taking on The Shield. Matches advertised for SmackDown include Del Rio and Sheamus taking on Mark Henry and Zack Swagger. Tickets for this year's WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view go on sale Saturday, March 23rd, 10 a.m. Ticket prices ranging from $25.90 to $465.75. Matches taped last night in Indianapolis for WWE Superstars is JTG taking on Ryder and R-Truth taking on McGillicuddy. Bella Twins made their debut, of course, last night, you see, in the segment Cody Rhodes and Sandown. It appears that they're going to be siding with Rhodes Scholars for the time being, and Nikki and Brie told Diva champion Caitlyn that the Diva divisions has never needed them so bad. And it could be true. This year's Royal Rumble pay-per-view drew approximately 498,000 buys, according to new data from WWE, and that's about a 14% increase from 2012, which did 438,000. And the Rumble with Punk versus The Rock for WWE title did 222,000 buys in North America and 176,000 internationally, for you guys keeping track. Brock Lesnar, he accepted Triple H's challenge for the match at WrestleMania 29 on last night's episode of Raw. Lesnar agreed to the match only if he and Paul Heyman can name the stipulation, and will only reveal them to Triple H after he signs the contract, which they may have contract signing next week. They could put that off another week. You never know. Santino Marella commented on his return to the ring on Twitter. He says BTW next week, or rather next Monday. Says, I'm clear to wrestle again, fingers crossed, but so much stuff's going on with WrestleMania 29, so well, we'll see. Roman Reigns tweeted on the Shield attack on Big Show last night. He says, "How's that? That's how you send a giant message." Well, Bella Twins commented on their return last night. They said, "We're back." That was it. Excitement. Several people sent word last night that ads during last night's Raw for next Monday's Raw from the Console Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, revealed that The Undertaker will be appearing live. Well, we'll see on that. Chris Jericho taking on The Miz and Wade Barrett for Barrett's WWE Continental Championship title will likely take place on next week's Raw from Pittsburgh. Miz Jericho wrestled in a #1 contenders match on last night's show, but it ended in an no contest after Barrett interfered. Got hurt. Hey, if anything else comes on with any of the wrestlers, I'll be back on here later. Otherwise, I hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.